Are we able to go back to intuitive eating after using strategies to lose weight? Hi, my name is Jessica, and I'm on the road to losing the last 30 pounds after losing 90 pounds. As I've stated on previous videos, I started my journey with the keto diet. I removed all breads and most carbs, which worked okay for a while. I did this for a year or two, and then I would either crave carbs or go out and eat, and I would feel awful after a carb heavy meal. Worst of all, then I would proceed with binging. Keto was not working for me, and I would feel even more awful. I did change to calorie counting, as it seemed to work better for me because it kind of took the guilt out of me having bags of chips, wine, hot dogs, things like that. I could have all these foods in generation, and I could log it in, and it would put things into perspective for me and how much I am eating if I'm eating in excess. It began to equalize whole foods because it just put them in their value of caloric value, right? So this helped me sort of to navigate and kind of get rid of that diet mentality. Now, this method does not work for everyone, and there are reported accounts that calorie counting is very triggering. So this should be validated as a concern for some people. But why do I feel that it was a rejection for me to the diet culture? Because I did not start my setting at 2,000 calories. What I did is I logged my food in an honoring way, and what I would do is the average that I was eating was between 2,500 and 4,000 calories, and I actually went up from that to by 150, and this took me about five years. The name of the game, though, was to find how much calories you can take and still observe weight loss. Does that make sense? So let's go back to review what is a calorie. A unit of energy equivalent to the heat energy needed to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 Celsius. Are all calories equal? Well, yes. A calorie is a measure of energy, nothing more, nothing less. Now, the quality of that calorie we can actively discuss. Dr. Attia says that he definitely would see when one person is eating well-rounded diet by their labs versus one that is having just hamburgers and both being the same weight. Conversely, dietitian Abby Sharp encourages equalizing all foods by incorporating their hunger-crushing combinations, which include fat, protein, fiber, and carbs to help with satiation and ensuring meals meet the well-rounded aspect of it. The theory being that this will keep you satisfied from hunger level and as well as an emotional one. Having the foods that you crave included in your meals will help satisfy that aspect of emotional eating. That brings me to the emotional health. Most of us eat when we're sad, happy, upset, stressed, bored, hungry, not hungry. There is a celebratory aspect to food. In the book, Reimagining Work, negative emotions are normal and self-compassion when these emotional surfaces are warranted. Observing these, honoring them, sitting in the uncomfortable instead of minimizing them and eating them away does not serve us. You know when my biggest weight loss occurred? It was when I addressed the uncomfortable feelings with meditation, reflection, and compassion for myself. I ate 3 meals a day, 2 snacks every day. I went out with friends. and I sat down with them to eat. I paid attention when someone was speaking. I drank. I enjoyed, but I observed that I would drink and eat at a restaurant only when the company was exceptional. I told myself that I would never eat when I was bored, sad, stressed, faced with very uncomfortable feelings, and no longer okay with, I was just no longer okay with surviving. Going back to the question, can we go back to what we used to do when we were hungry? Can we do intuitive eating? As per Abby Sharp, some people, especially those with eating disorders, have fallen out of touch with the hunger fullness cues. I believe that was me. She advises that these folks might need to work with a dietitian, therapist, and do some mechanical eating. That means eating within every 2 to 3 hours. This will help to achieve weight restoration before embracing all of the principles of intuitive eating, but we can all absolutely intuitive eat. We just have to leave the food where it should be at, and that is at the table. Have a good one.